Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.
At the end of this map, one of these teams will have qualified to the minor, and one of them will have another chance to play through from the lower bracket. And to guide you through the action, my name is Hawker. I'm going to be joined by Dinko. And what do we expect from Inferno, Dinko? After both these teams win their opponent's map pick, this one seems really up in the air.
Yeah, like definitely. We look at the series, we'd probably say, okay, mouz sports, you know, they're probably going to walk away with Mirage. Nuke might be a bit more of a tough challenge, but that is not the storyline that's panned out. Optic get the first win under the belt on Mirage 16-8. They end up losing 16-8 on their map pick coming into the second. And we find ourselves on Inferno. This one, I think it's going to be a close one. I think it's going to be a bloodbath between these two teams. And Optic, they're starting on the T side. They'll have utility in their banks as they start to make their way through Banana. They'll try and challenge with the early utility, forcing Frozen off the angle.
Yeah, look at all these nades for Optic. 3 sets of nades, as you pointed out. 3 smokes in play, but Frozen is about to spot them. Early aggression gets the information, and there's a 3-man B stack ready to counter this from mouz sports if Optic commit to this B side.
Well, Frozen's going to take the fight to them. He wants this pick. He will get a little bit of info, but sadly not the kill. He'll have to fall back into the site. And Optic about to toss the utility in. Firebomb strategy. It'll clear the bomb site, limiting the positions the CTs can play from. And here comes the push. Chris J towards the back of the bomb site. Molotov comes through. That'll force him into the open. Refresh will take the headshot, but Frozen walking away with 3. That is brilliant from Frozen as he falls back in as well as Carrigan with the 2 pickup. mouz sports will find the pistol. Frozen with 3. Carrigan able to get himself 2. And mouz sports, that is it. Perfect stuff.
Yeah, Frozen and Carrigan combine on the B hold to get all the kills between them. Optic were trying to just sell the fake, I guess, with the decoy at the start there, just to give the sound cues to pretend they were faking the B site, but that wasn't really ever going to draw a rotation away. mouz sports stick with the 3-man B setup, and those players could peer over the top of the smokes. They took the risk of standing strong on top of those positions. The boost on flower pots, and Frozen just stands on top of coffins, which is a massive gamble. He was exposed from so many positions, but it pays off for him. And in this one, mouz sports are able to take banana control early thanks to those nades. Optic have got themselves pistols, they've got themselves utility, and those pieces of utility will begin to move into the A site.
Well, it's going to be Robs rattling the shots on the XM. He wants to go back in here as well, but it's so awkward. Multiple players at the other end of the smoke, and Robs is just jumping up and down. It will be the kill from Walksy. Carrigan cleaning up with a FAMAS. Finally, he is dealt with, and Robs, I don't know how he's still alive, but he's got a kill on the XM nevertheless. Still alive as well, Alex. Oh my god, how is he doing this? Refresh will eventually get rid of him. And it's into a 1v2. Refresh on 11 HP. The kill comes in from Frozen. It's a 2-0 start here from mouz sports. I don't know how, I literally don't know how Rob survived that long. He's being protected by Mother Nature, Alex.
I know, right? He had a guardian angel watching over him. He was, I think, blocking the opponents, literally body blocking them at one point. So the fact he stays alive so long is pretty incredible. We are going to see a Nova for Woxic. I was wondering if we might start to see some players pick up the shotguns when they know they're against a weak buy like this, just to try and get all that extra bonus money. The $900 kill reward is really nice, but those shotguns are a little more situational. You can't really use them at long range. It is a full save though, so mouz sports don't need a single rifle, and they know it. They stick with SMGs, shotguns, and Carrigan won't buy a single primary weapon. Chris J runs down Banana, gets the opening kill. Rops finds one of his own, and this should be easy pickings for the CTs. Chris J running and gunning. There we go, not a single kill for Optic. Good work from mouz.
Great stuff there from mouz sports to start things off. A 3-0 lead has been established. And something that we are probably going to look at in a very positive light, Alex, is that mouz sports, the kill distribution is quite even across the board. That's something that wasn't quite there on Mirage, and they ended up losing that map. So hopefully, if they continue this form that they brought in from Nuke, they can get off to a very hot start on the CT side, but Optic are going to try and challenge that early. They've got the buy coming in. The utility available to everyone. It's a perfect buy from Optic.
Ooh. Karrigan's rushing down mid. MP9 comes into play. Oh, he gets the frags. Both kills go his way. Rops with the flash assist, but Nico eventually finds the trade on towards him. Either way, that MP9 has done more than enough damage at the start of this round. Gives his team the early man advantage, and mousesports are sitting pretty with that man lead. But remember, they've got quite a few weak weapons in this round, so there is more work to be done.
Optic are going to try and recover, reset in the middle of this round. Utility is still available to every player still left. Woxic is on a Nova. Robs is on an XM. There's definitely weaknesses here on the mousesports buy, and Optic will just have to try and pick them apart. Long-range fights with the Nova. I don't really see them going too well, I'm going to be honest. So he's just going to stay inside of the site. Optic are going to bring most of their players up towards short. Chris J's pushed all the way through Banana, so he gets all the information here, so they can just leave most of their troops over towards A. And here comes the utility. There's going to be a push coming through. Woxic with the Nova, getting it done inside of the bomb site. Nico falls, Rops as all with the XM, and the shotguns are getting it done against Optic. Absolutely beautiful stuff there. An AK will be recovered, and that'll be upgrading the shotguns to the AK-47s. 4-0 from mousesports.
This is such a great start for them in terms of their money as well. Good work there with the shotguns, just playing those close angles on the A site. Optic had to try and clear them, and that's where the shotguns can be most successful. Mousesports now have full rifles, loads of money left behind, and Optic are on a low buy into round number 5. This could be such a strong start for mousesports. If they can especially build up money in this round as well, they're going to have gun rounds for a long, long time. They can get the AWP out for Woxic, who I have seen take over Inferno in the past with the AWP. I remember a game, I think for Hellraisers, where Woxic just peeked down mid, round after round, won the fight almost every time. So getting the AWP into his hands will be a really big benefit for mousesports. But firstly, they have to just make sure they hold onto this round win. Optic can still compete with the pistols, and they look to fake the A play. One player pushing out through apartments. Config has got into pit, so he might be able to draw the attention here, and it's actually the B play coming through.
Well, MSL, he'll just start to charge on up with the CZ-75 early. Utility being tossed everywhere, left, right, and center, but here they go. Going to be frozen towards the back lines. Chris J picks up Nico, and mousesports looking in control as Frozen lines them up. It's Config on his own. 1v5, Rops picks up the headshot. 5-0. mousesports off to an excellent start here on the CT side. This is definitely the mousesports we were expecting to see a little bit earlier on in the series. You know, we walked into this, we made our predictions, we said 2-0 mousesports, but Optic, they are definitely impressing us across the first map. The second map, they started to sort of slow down, and here in the third, it's been anything but impressive, I have to say. They've got to turn that around, though. AWP for MSL. AK is available.
Yeah, really nice crossfire on the B site there from mousesports. The shots through the smoke successful as well. As you were saying, MSL has got the AWP into his hands. Searching for the entry in towards top mid. The primary AWPer for Optic has been putting up numbers, and oh, Config nearly gets the kill. Chris J surviving on a slither of health. Literally 1 HP left towards him. A little lucky to be alive, but mousesports will not be losing the opening fights just yet.
Well, Chris J is barely alive, but he still is alive. Karrigan finding the cubby. Oh, Karrigan gets the double kill. MSL and Nico finished off. And it will be the pullback from Refresh, trying to make it happen, but Woxic is there with the reply. It's 2v4, making it 0v4. As all the kills come in for Woxic and Rops, an easy clean up yet again. I feel like I'm saying that quite often here, as mousesports are finding this game relatively simple to start things off. It's been a very solid setup across the board on the CT side. Optic has just been walking into a brick wall. The green wall versus the brick wall.
Yeah, where was the utility usage from Optic there? I mean, Karrigan could just sit in that corner. They completely overlook that possibility. Allows him to get the 2 opening kills. And then, because there were no smokes or mollies or anything really at top mid, mousesports could just come in from every single angle. Managed to get all the kills to go their way. Optic again down 2 pistols, and this is starting to be a real struggle for them here on Inferno. Generally, quite a balanced map, so Optic not getting a single round on the board in the first 6 attempts is not good for them. They'll look to see if this round can go any better, but again, 4-man A-stack from mouzsports. We've seen this round after round, and with Optic only having the pistols, a 4-man A-stack against them, this could be a big, big problem.
Well, Voxic able to get MSL frozen will topple config. And the pistols of Optic not really looking like they'll get a whole lot done. Tessis, the new kid, not getting anything at all. 7-0 here from mouzsports. This is definitely flawless from them. Optic, it's going to be buy after buy. The lost bonus helping to build it up. And take a look at mouzsports again. You're starting to see the depth on the team. It wasn't really there on Mirage. I think, again, that's a big reason as to why they ended up losing that affair. But here on Inferno, you can see the depth across the team. Everyone doing their job. Chris J with some great plays. Voxic, he's stepping up as well. It's just been a great performance for everybody. And Carrigan actually at the top. So that's a bit of a change from Mirage, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think, especially in the last few months, in-game leaders have had to step up their fragging, and Carrigan is starting to do that. Chris J spotted on the edge of the smoke. The shot landed early, but Config takes significant damage from the nades. Trades go back and forth. Refresh gets his team the man advantage. But Voxic, with such a nice angle, takes the gamble. It pays off for him. It's brought into the 3v3. And something to note for mouzsports is they haven't even needed the AWP of Voxic so far. That's still something that could come through later on, that could be an even greater difference maker. But in this round, into the 3-on-3, Optic slow things down, waiting patiently to see if mouzsports make any mistakes.
They're kind of banking on that at this point. mouzsports don't have too much information left in Banana. It's mainly the info on the A-bomb site that will come through, the lack of info that will lead to information inside of B, because currently in Frozen, there's the last man here. He needs at least 1 kill as the push from Optic coming through. It's a great delaying strategy here from Frozen. He's just trying to make sure that Optic are held off for as long as possible. A lot of rotation to come in from Carrigan, and he's still alive here, Frozen, still hiding in the corner. He's been spotted by Config. Finally, he will be dropped. The man advantage is available to the T side, and this might be Optic's best chance at their first run on the board in Inferno.
Carrigan turns it around. There's one from Voxic. Nico forces the trade frag into the 1v1. Molotov makes things awkward for Nico. He tries to move to the site, but Voxic takes the fight. Confidence shown from mouzsports. And why would they not be confident? Because they've won every single round so far. I love that from Voxic. Just swings out wide. Doesn't even wait for the bomb plant. He could have just waited for the plant and then tried to move forwards, but he doesn't care. He wants it over right away.
Well, T-side timeout coming through in Optic. This is definitely warranted. It's 8-0 for mouzsports. And you can, like you just said, Alex, the confidence is starting to ooze from these players. And that's such a scary prospect. When you have players like Voxic, Rops, Frozen, even Chris J having their confidence in play, that is going to be a big and scary factor that Optic are going to have to try and climb over. If this was difficult to begin with, it just got a whole lot harder. And they're going to have to try and step up with barely anything in this run. They'll go with a scout and config. Nico, obviously, with the Kevlar, the Deagle coming through. They can maybe get a couple more pistols across the board. But this should be 9-0 realistically for mouzsports. Optic will get a buy into the next, and that's when this pause will have to reap some rewards, because Optic are not in this game at all here on Inferno.
Yeah, I feel like Optic have maybe been a little slow on those timeouts as well. Maybe when you go 5-0 down or 6-0 down, you can probably afford to take the timeout there. Voxic's got the AWP, but look at the nades. Damage across the entirety of the Optic team. All of them taken down fairly low early on. Config force forwards. That's not where you want to be with the scouts. Nothing he can do, but Optic will try to run towards A, and that's the bomb gone.
Yeah, in the grasp of the CTs at this point. Nico, oh my god. If it wasn't difficult enough to get the bomb, Alex, they just throw 2 Molotovs at him. I think that's a warning shot. Get away. Rops will take away refresh. Voxic peeking into the open. 2 kills coming in the Deagle. Voxic just styling on Optic. 9-0 here from mouzsports. This one could be very quick indeed.
Voxic is just, yeah, he's just balling right now. I love it.
11-1. 11-1, Alex. He's got 15k in the bank.
This is the kind of game where Woxic could absolutely just like peek down mid every round. I could see that happening just because he's showing so much confidence. I think we might see it here. Carrigan's pushing down mid. Woxic there to assist him. Carrigan's just rushing forwards. They have to spot him. And there we go. Refresh in with the opening. Chris J taking damage over on the B side of the map. But Robs goes through this smoke in the apartments, setting himself up on that angle. Optic have the man advantage, but mousesports want to fight.
Well, there's MSL with a pick on the Frozen. Another one for Rops, but it is back and forth. Advantage siding with Optic Gaming. They can stop mousesports from reaching double figures. We've seen this play out before, Alex, but this time there's no one on the B bomb site. mousesports are nowhere near this. And we'll send Chris J back in towards CT. Usually I would call the save here, Alex. I would say it's most likely we'll see mousesports save, but with the confidence that's going through them right now, I wouldn't even be surprised if they attempt this. The bomb has just got planted. Chris J is relatively close. Why not go for it? Money's in the bank. You can throw this one at them.
Especially with so much money that they don't have to save. If anything, they might as well just play for the kills at least. But Config, forced into the open, wins the all-important fight. And Woxic will not be winning this one. Flash goes forwards. Config blinded. Woxic trades out for the org, but Config finally finding some form. Optic gets a round win on the board. And I think you can see at the end there, mousesports really just wanted the kills to try to limit Optic's money. That was the main thing. The round win would have been a bonus, but here comes the double AWP setup for mousesports, something they are definitely capable of. We were talking earlier about how Optic don't really have a clear secondary AWPer they can go to. Well, Chris J is certainly someone that we've seen find a lot of success in the past with the AWP. He will take his sniper towards Banana, and Config could be there to meet him. But Chris J is playing it pretty safe at the start of this one. And by the way, Woxic is peeking down mid yet again. Of course he is. Why not?
It would be heartbreaking if mousesports ended up just getting 10 and just like stopping Optic from getting any momentum built up, and that's exactly what Frozen's done here at the start of things. Config prevented from taking any banana control. He'll be forced away. Man advantage is there for mousesports. And we'll start to bring their troops over towards middle. They've already got some control of the apartments. At this point, mousesports rotating a few more players back over towards A, while Chris J is the information gatherer. They'll leave him on his own. He is a player that you can trust in these positions to play it correctly. Great fire usage here from mousesports. The Molitovs. The Molitovs? The Molotovs. I mean, that has to be a name somewhere in the world. Someone's definitely called Molotov.
Maybe. I think, by the way, for me, this round is a prime example of why I don't like Config as that entry man. Like, especially on Inferno. I don't want him dying first like that. I want him involved in the round. He couldn't really do anything here. And now it's the rest of Optic having to come back. They will flashbang by Frozen, but here comes the push for Optic.
Yeah, straight on in. Optic trying to get it done. They will charge through. Two players inside of the pit from mousesports. It's Rops and Woxic just hiding. Desperately trying to play this, and that's enough. Carrigan's come in completely distracted. Three players will fall. And it's Carrigan. There's a player in the pit. Tessies, what the hell's going on? He's got Rops. Surely he doesn't expect a second, but it doesn't matter. Carrigan's got a quad kill. And this run is strange, but Carrigan makes it happen. 4 kills to his name. And the in-game leader from mousesports paves the way. 15-5.
That was some crisp aim on display from Carrigan as well.
Yes, definitely.
Really nice. M4A1S gets 3 kills in 1 clip. Always impressive. Again, double AWP setup in play. Like I was saying, though, you look at the stats on Config. He attempts the entry most of the time for this lineup, which I don't know if that's really the right role for him personally. But I think the issue is Config wants to play that role. That's the problem. Chris J coming in with the opening in this round. It's Nico who is the first to fall on the Optic side. Again, losing out in the early exchanges. Tesses chunked down to 20 points of health. Optic just trying to take some map control, and at least they have control of Banana, but it's at the cost of Nico's life.
Well, Chris J has done an excellent job of picking up the opening kill. He was looking for a little bit more, and Frozen perhaps looked to extend upon it. Now Frozen will end up falling because of that. A little bit unnecessary, although Chris J, he will pick up MSL. And the advantage is yet again in favor of mouz. They move on in. Flashbang. Chris J heads towards Dark. They have the info that he's here, but as long as he stays alive and causes problems, he can definitely make it out of here. There's Chris J. Kill on refresh. Carrigan's got one as well. And Config left in the barbecue. 20 HP. Carrigan with a long spray. It eventually connects. 11-1 for mouz. I am running out of superlatives to use at this point to describe how excellent the CT side has been. Optic, you know, they had to get that one just to ruin all the dreams of all the guys in the chat asking for a 16-0, but still, mouz after losing that one, it's just a hiccup. They recover from it easily.
Exceptional, exemplary,
There we go.
exquisite.
Start
Good,
rhyming them
great,
off, Alex.
magnificent, outstanding.
You've brought out
Superb.
the thesaurus, you've smacked it
have.
on the desk. You've actually got a thesaurus.
I just googled it. There's
Okay.
Woxic. This is what I was expecting. Just a peek down mid, finds the opening, takes a dink as punishment, but Woxic has peeked down mid in like every round just to deny that early aggression from Optic. This is the only time he's really been able to take the fight though, and he nails the shot onto the first man. Config again removed from the round, and Optic will try to close the distance towards A.
Well, Robs, he'll just be sitting here. Multiple players running towards him. Rob's able to get one onto Nico, and a follow-up is there as well. MSL falls apart. Rob's looking for more, and this is just mental. They're running at him. It's like an in map for Robs, and he deals with it well. You can tell he spent some time in that. And runs out of ammo. He'll peek beyond it and recovers quite well from that awkward engagement. Refresh will fall apart. 12-1 for mouz. They're looking indomitable.
Oh, that's another one.
There's a good one.
That wasn't even on my thesaurus.
Try saying that 10 times fast, though, Alex.
Nah,
You
it's
might-
too late for that.
You know, break your tongue. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's possible. Probably.
Can you
Feel
do
like spray
anything
it
cool with your
liquid
tongue?
nitrogen.
Like, you know, like people can like roll up their tongue. And
Oh,
stuff.
you can do that, yeah. It's just not really a skill. It's just genetics, right?
I can't do that. It's annoying.
Well, you're just genetically inadequate.
Wow. I'll have you know I'm 6 foot.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well,
Probably
MSL.
5'11" actually.
Well, yeah, 6 foot in a good day.
Yeah, exactly.
Good pair of shoes.
Yeah. Ooh. Refresh should get this. Rops is up close. There's the kill from Refresh. Finally, something going the way of Optic. We've got to look at this round. Frozen has got a lot of weight on his shoulders. Smoke dropped at his feet. Frozen finds the second. Where's the trade attempt? MSL not moving forwards. mouz are right back in this round, and Frozen completely clears Banana. The info is there, but Woxic only has the ult. That might be a problem. Tesses comes in with the kill, and Frozen is going to have to retake in a 1v2.
Well, MSL gets the bomb planted. If Optic can manage to salvage 3 at the half, that is always the best outcome, but it's not excellent at all. But Frozen, he'll try and pull it off. It's still definitely possible, although unlikely. Tessis holds the balcony. He'll be inside of the pit. Knows where Frozen is. That Molotov might just confirm the round win. And Tessis forces Frozen into the open. He'll take the headshot. 2 for Optic.
Another round win on the board. From the 5 versus 2, it was a bit of a struggle to close it out, but they get there in the end. And into the last round of the half, it is going to be another bye for Optic. I mean, their best bet is getting the 3 rounds and then just taking it round by round from there. That's all they can do right now. The spot at the miner is up for grabs, but mouz looking good. Early flash is successful. Rops eventually goes down. Nico in with the frag. Woxic peeking down mid for the trade, and Frozen has pushed right down Banana. Optic not expecting that aggression. It's mouz with the man advantage. No.
Oh, what a shot from Woxic. Oh, nearly through the smoke. Woxic will have to fall back inside of the side itself. He wants to get back up towards the apartments. He's looking for a little bit more here, Woxic. Tessis and MSL. This is verging on impossible. There's a shot from Woxic. He's just on another level right now, Alex. He's just going ham. MSL, 3 HP. It's not going to happen. Flashbang's perfect. Carrigan drops him. And it is 13-2 at the half for mouz. What a half, Alex. Just sheer dominance across the entire half. Only 2 runs go in favor of Optic. And they were sporadic. They weren't in a row. It's just been very quiet from them. They'll need to win this pistol.
Yes.
And if they can get off to a decent start on the CT side, maybe they can take it round by round, mentally get back into this, and we'll see where they go from there. But it's got to be, it has to be perfect. Almost no mistakes can be made here.
Little room for error, as you so pointed out. Mouse Sports not going for the full Kevlar. I always get worried that a team this far in the lead is just going to buy the full Kevlar and try and frag out, but Carrigan and Chris J take the utility for the team. Push down mid from Optic Gaming has not been spotted. Rops is going to go down, surely. MSL, oh, okay, gets it eventually. Looking for a little bit more. Carrigan in position, but Frozen is the man to find the frag. Flank comes through from Refresh, brought back to a 3 versus 4, and the bomb is going to try to reposition over towards A.
Wox is going to try and drop the player, and Pip, he's walked right past him. How's this happened? Kill comes in from Carrigan. Nico gets one of the Woxic as well. Finally, Nico looks over the top and spots Woxic. They must have run over the top of each other. And that's so unfortunate. If Woxic had got that kill onto Nico, he would have had control of the pit. That pretty much would have confirmed the A hit. They would have been able to come over and get that bomb planted. It all falls on to the 2 remaining players. They go towards Archway. This is where Refresh has to stand tall. I think at this point they realize they'll just try and go in towards the A bomb site. Smoke goes off towards Long, but Nico has done a stellar job from the pit. Chris J tries to pull it off, but it will be Optic with a pistol win. We said they needed it, and there it is.
And Nico, definitely a steady pair of hands in this round. Lands some good shots on towards the players pushing from A long. Refresh had all the information as soon as he heard those steps. And Optic stay alive. Mouse Sports not done yet, though. The Force Buy comes through for the second round. Not too many nades in play. A couple of players had money if they wanted to buy a few more pieces of utility, but both Frozen and Woxic save some extra cash. Same can be said for Rops and Carrigan. A little bit of early damage done. 2 smokes in play. That's all Mouse Sports would need if they wanted to go for that B take. The 1 smoke for CT, the 1 smoke for Coffins, and currently, Optic would be completely cut off by those smokes. So the bomb plant is definitely a possibility if this B take were to come into play.
How many times, Alex, have we seen the pistols pull it off? And Woxic, he has beyond that extra level. He'll open it up here onto Nico. And Refresh, he'll stand in front of the smoke, but a multitude of players running in towards his position. Refresh is going to fall. MSL, the only player getting anything done for Optic, but it's still the man advantage for Moz Sports. Bomb planted, Frozen on the flank, over towards the A site, needs to win this fight, and does onto Config. Tessus and MSL. This has to be the win. They cannot afford to lose this. We said it needed to be perfect, and MSL's tried. But Tessus, 1v3. Organ hand, no kit, no utility. And Moz Sports have got the crossfire. This is not going to happen. He's going to have to save. It's 14 for Mouse Sports, and that's just the good old rush B. Woxic opens up, and the follow-up comes through.
Yeah, Woxic is scary right now with how much work he's been doing. That Deagle shot just opens things up. Mouse Sports funnel on through the smoke, all pushing at the same time. And they use their utility really efficiently there. They just had that 1 flashbang at the end, but they dropped it at their feet. That means that the man on the other side has to turn away briefly, and it makes it really difficult for him to stop the push. Rotation not quick enough from Optic. You saw MSL desperately trying to spam through the smoke. He got 1 kill for his troubles, but when the B players don't get a single kill between them, that's always going to be a problem. That's always going to be a difficult retake. And as you were suggesting, Dinko, Optic's money is in trouble. Tessus saves the 1 org, but outside of that, they are limited into round 18.
Well, Tessus trying to cross over the window. It's a good push, that. He actually will find Rops. So man advantage is there for Optic, but not long-lived. Carrigan cleaning up onto Tessus. Frozen will get a follow-up, and it looks like Mouse Sports might just map a series point. But Config from Boiler, a little bit of a chance, nearly gets the second on a Carrigan, but he turns around quick enough to pick that up. And so Refresh and Nico, 2v3. They're coming back in towards the A bomb site, but the bomb is going towards B. Nico, he will take the kill on a Carrigan, and eventually realize no one's here. They'll have to run back towards B.
Oh man, that sucks. Woxic's got the smoke for CT if they want it as well. The bomb plant taking some time, but there's no kit for Optic. At least they have some smokes of their own, though. They can smoke off Banana. They don't have to worry about that position. There's also a Molotov, which could be a real problem for Chris J. He could get mollied out of that position. You would expect the molly to either go into dark or the triple box, so that could be a real problem for either of the mouz sports players. Chris J uses his molly well.
Oh, here
molly
we go.
in reply. Chris J forced into the open. There's the frag, but Woxic, instant trade comes through. Refresh hunting this down, wins the fight, and without the kit, I think he still has time. Optic might have just done enough. Ooh. Oh.
It's going to be close,
no.
Alex. It's going to be close. No.
Oh.
Oh! Right, 0.4 seconds remaining. Refresh pulls it off. Oh, that's so tilting if you're Woxic. You just know 1 second more. If I just hit for a slight second, 0.4 seconds, it would have been the wrong win. But Refresh, he makes it happen. And Optic, they are still not out of this. It's definitely a long and windy road, Alex, but they do have a chance to walk it. mouz sports currently 2 away from going to that European minor, but Optic, they want to stop them. They have got into this with an AK-47 and Refresh for Mass on Tessus, Nico, and Config, whilst MSL is rocking at AUG. mouz sports to come into it with a buy of their own. It's not amazing, but it's definitely deadly.
Nice bit of early nade damage onto Refresh. He's down to half health. And even though Optic had the 3-man B stack initially in play, they rotate away. So they don't go for banana control. Carrigan forces the fight in top mid, takes the battle against the opposite in-game leader, and MSL falls foul this time around. Rops waiting, headshot angle, gets the kill. Config goes down, and Tesses is alone on the A site. A lot of weight on the youngster's shoulders. He gets 2 kills for his troubles, and mouz sports aren't in position to trade, so this round is back in contention.
50 seconds, the bomb will be brought back over towards B. Smoke for the CT cross. One player sitting here, and it is Nico. He's on towards the coffins. He'll be forced away with a shot, the warning shot from Woxic. That'll zoom past Nico's head, and Chris J, he wants to force the fight. He'll win it, and that's the advantage there for mouz sports. Bomb can get planted just behind the fountain. So it has to be the 2v3 retake. No kit alive this time on Optic yet again. It is going to be a Refresh falling. And mouz sports, they do look to take map points. It's Tessus in the 1v3 clutch. This would be the time to show what he's made of. But he is all the way back inside of CT spawn. It's just unrealistic. No kit, no utility. He'll just save what he can into the next round. mouz sports will be on map point 15-4. Optic will have to win 11 rounds in a row just to bring it to overtime. And mouz sports, it's looking likely they will be heading into that European minor.
Tesses holding. Gets the headshot onto the first. Frozen also has to round the corner. I'm not sure if he survives there. I think he just does. Oh, there we go. It doesn't. Oh, yeah, the bomb was planted at the back of the site, so he is fine. Manages to save his gun. At least Tesses carries over the 1 SG, but as you were saying, it is last chance saloon for Optic here in the upper bracket. Again, reminder, if you are an Optic fan, they will have a second chance to come back into this one from the lower bracket to try to qualify, but I don't think they'll be beating mouz sports here today. It would have to be an unbelievable comeback if they could pull it off, and it would have to start with this weak bye.
Well, that is a great start from Woxic. Straight on towards MSL. That's the way you want to start things off on that point. But there's another one. Rops this time on the Tessus. Config, Refresh, and Nico. They stand alone for Optic, and Chris J's got the kill. It's Config and Refresh standing alone as the push coming in towards the B-bomb site. It's unlikely Refresh will get much done, and it's absolutely nothing. 16-4 by mouz sports here on Inferno. They get it done, and we'll be seeing them compete at the EU minor.
Great work from mouz sports. A bit of a shaky start to the series, but solid work in on the comeback. They make it through without too many issues here on the last map especially, and this is what we were wanting to see from mouz sports. We know the potential this team has, and it's good to see that they've got the mental fortitude here to come back into this game. After going behind on their first map, they bounce back in the series, and I'm excited to see what this team can do at that minor.
Indeed. We've got, the teams that we expected to go through to the minor from the qualifiers. We've got Fnatic who went through today. We have mouz sports that have went through as well. Crazy, or it's Valiant. They've rebranded to Crazy. And we'll see another game competing over on that B stream. So if you are interested in going over to watch that game, it is currently on the second map, and Ancient are up 14-10. North got the first map, but Ancient 14-10 up against North here. This could be a bloodbath, so make sure to head on over to StarLadder CS2 and we'll give a watch of that one, because that one's going to be very interesting. Are Ancient about to try and upset North and make it to the minor? That would be incredible. So head on over there. Thank you very much for watching here at the mainstream throughout today. We've had some excellent games. Thank you very much as well, Alex, for joining us. But that is it from us here on the mainstream. Join us tomorrow where we will conclude the EU Minor Close Qualifier.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.